It's a very interesting subject. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
One with my name. And I'm sorry I don't have a PowerPoint like my sister was, but not by design or by choice, but because I have just come from Kampala and I hadn't known that I'll be talking to you on this subject this afternoon. But I want to make it very interactive because after heavy lunch like we have had now, I know many of us are going to have what they call in Gulu the nodding disease. So to avoid that disease, I'm going to make it interactive. Although it's supposed to be a blunt round where I just speak as you listen. I think let's make it interactive. First of all, I want to briefly talk about the definition of communicable diseases. This is an infection or an illness that people get or is transmitted from person to person. And I will try to classify the diseases into different types. I will ask you questions as we go along and make it interactive such that we don't get that problem of sleep. So, diseases that we get from other persons is a communicable disease. There are, I could be classified into causative organisms. They could be bacterial, which I'm sure all of you have defined bacteria. They could be viral. They could be parasitic, parasites. And there are some which are unclassified. You can also classify them by modes of transmission. It could be called airborne. Those are the organisms that we receive through the air. One of us has a common cold, or that's what we so-called influenza, and he sneezes, and all of us get the bacteria, I mean the disease. It can be like tuberculosis, who are coughing, and when they cough, the bugs are being thrown out in the air, and you breathe them in, and you also get tuberculosis. There could be, I said bacteria. There are many other organs that you can get by that. It can also be viral. Viral infections include common in the real communities. I think let's talk about more in our local communities. Because when you talk about the global community, then we shall talk about SARS and those other infections that you may not get easily in this community. In viral includes HIV/AIDS, which can be also got through sexual intercourse. Can also be got via other fluid transfers or transmissions, saliva. Can be also other body fluids. That also includes the hemorrhagic diseases like Ebola. You have heard about Ebola, haven't you? Have you? Hemorrhagic disease, hemorrhagic fevers. They cause hemorrhage, bleeding from all orifices. They can be parasitic. So I'm just going to give a few examples of each group. And if I give one, if I mention one name, I may ask any of you to give us the other names that are related in that classification, so we get interactive. So let's begin by the waterborne diseases that we get through water. What's the commonest disease that we get via that direction? Yes. Typhoid is one. What else? Yes. Bilharzia. Yes. Schistosomiasis. If one man has two names, one of them is this and that. What's the name? What is the venom? He has mentioned this bilharzia and schistosomiasis. These are the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. But they have different names. One of them is the Christian name, the other one is the surname, isn't it? What else? He's right, he's very right, he's very right. Yes? Cholera. Very common in Mbale. Very common in Mbale. It is seasonal and it comes very, very often. Yes? Any other? Yes? Gene worm. Yes? That's one of them. So, those and many others that we find. Amoebiasis, shigellosis, that's dysentery. Then you can get to the airborne diseases. The commonest is, of course, TB, tuberculosis, which is the open type. When someone has open TB, open type means he has a cavity in the lungs, and when he or she coughs, those bugs are thrown in the air, and then you breathe them in. And when they settle into your lungs, they begin developing into the disease eventually. All of us have TB here, but our TB is contained, it's concealed, isn't it? Okay, what other airborne diseases do we have? Airborne disease? Someone has sneezed, what does he infect us with? Yes? Common cold, it's a viral infection. Influenza is one of them. Then we shall also talk about contact by contact. What diseases do we get? What diseases do we get by contact? In the community, in our communities. You come from communities in here locally, you've seen them. We are teaching you nothing new. Yes?
Skin conditions.
Like which scabies, yes. Scabies is very common. And you find scabies. Eh? Tinea, yes, tinea has 3 types. Tinea, the normal name is ringworms, yes. But tinea of the head is called tinea capitis. Those are the usually comes in the it eats out the hair. Then there is tinea of the general body is called what? Tinea corporis. Yeah, these people are very bright already. What else?
Tinea pedis.
Tinea pedis is another one. And the last one? Huh?
Tinea truris.
Huh?
Tinea truris.
One hand. This is a $1 million answer if you have it. Tinea. Mention it. Put your hand. Yes? Is it that one? Huh? Tinea pubis. Isn't it? Is it the area of the pubic area? You knew the idea, but the name was different. So those are the things we get by contact. Scabies, tinea. What else do we get by contact? Yes? Hepatitis. Yes? You could get that also by contact. By an infected person. Yes? Ebola, yes. Exchange of fluid, including sweat. If you touch the patient who had Ebola and the sweat, and your sweat gets, then you get infected. Any other? Measles, airborne, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it by contact or by airborne? Airborne, I think it's airborne, yes? Okay. You didn't mention what about jiggers? Are they also by contact? Not directly by contact, but you walk through an area which is infected and you get connected. So these are some of the parasites that also can be found in the communities. Okay? There are some which we didn't talk about directly, including HPV, human papillomavirus. This is a sexually transmitted disease. It doesn't affect the men, but it causes what? One person. Causes what? Yes, please.
Cervical cancer.
Cervical cancer. Eventually, HPV. So briefly, this is what I want to talk about communicable diseases in the rural communities. We talked about the definition. We talked about the classifications. It can be either by causative organism or by mode of transmission. And we talked about different areas, the different groupings or examples of the different areas. I want to thank you very much.